Greetings, awesomes. How are we today? As promised, we're going to talk about projects 3B and 3A, 3B and 3C this week. And this particular video will be dedicated to project 3B, the individual progress report memo. So not to confuse, just kind of FYI, we've done a memo before. And so we're going to think about the genre conventions of the memo. You're also going to think about the things and applying the things that you've learned so far in this class. So I'm going to go over the assignment description. And as I go through the assignment description, I'm going to point out some opportunities, especially in this progress report memo, because you're reporting your progress in the genre of the memo. All right. So I encourage you to kind of keep that in mind, that this is not a report. It's a progress report memo, right? So a little FYI there. So let's look at some of the opportunities and things that we have for this particular assignment. And recall that your individual progress report memo, meaning that each of you should have made progress or doing things, et cetera, that are an extension of project 3A that you submitted a week and a half ago. So you've got that. So you guys are doing, you're doing the primary research and secondary research. You're getting surveys done. Maybe you're doing some writing. You're doing some scaffolding. You're putting some things together. What's been done, right? This is kind of like update the progress. All right. So kind of the overview and rationale here. In professional settings, managers need to be kept apprised of the status of projects. So this is you apprising me of how your project is coming. And we're going to have three specific things I want you to address. So you often write progress reports in an informal manner. Some will help you acclimate to the process of writing progress reports and help you keep you on track for the current project. So there's kind of two things going on here. Number one, I want you to get some practice writing a progress report memo. Number two, help us keep accountable, especially in the spring summer semester where there's just only so much time. All right, so here's the three things I want you to really think about in this progress report. So in this particular instance, I'm not giving you the three specific titles for these sections. I'll give you a little bit of leeway. I expect you to use headings. I expect you to title this a memo, to, me, from, in the professional way, like you've done before. Use headings or subheadings if necessary. You employ hierarchy. I expect I'll see all these things. It's just a 1 to 2 page memo. So, all right. So the progress report. So there's three clear bullet points here, right here. Okay. Number one, give your instructor a good sense what you have accomplished. Okay. So, what's a good professional heading that you might use to state those things? Two, relate problems you've encountered or anticipate, or you could apply a more formal SWOT analysis of your team's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats that you have encountered or you anticipate. Welcome to report that to me. And then finally, your final and third section should update any necessary changes to the schedule described in your project plan and the adjustments and the other changes that you feel I need to be updated on. Okay. Now I say here, in chapter 12, there's a little section here on a progress report. It's considerably more formal, and it's got. Now you could borrow from that too, right? Because on those examples in that page range, you've also got it's done by tasks. So in many instances, if you had in your project 3A, you used tasks 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And you're responsible for one of those tasks, and you want to refer back to those tasks and quote those tasks and bring me up to speed on those tasks, that's totally fine too. I'm giving you a little bit of leeway, some carte blanche, if you will, to demonstrate a lot of the basics and some of the things that we're learning, technical communication. So if you address these three things, I do expect to see three headings, as I said, and I want it to be titled a memo and written to me from you. I said just 1 to 2 pages. Be really concise. Hit the points. Let me know what's happening. Address the three areas, and you should be good to go. If you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to email me or whatever. But again, I say, I'm just going to reiterate the memo at the top. 2, use that spacing. 2, tab over to me. from you, maybe your position or whatever you're doing, the date, and then the subject, right? The progress report for your particular group's topic. Then you might have an introduction or something like that if you so choose, and then 3 headings and any subheadings that you want to use through there. No more than 2 pages, and we'll go from there. All right, let me know if you have any more questions, guys. I'll be back with a video shortly for Project 3C. Take care. Bye now.